Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ocean News Update. I'm Andrew Lewin, founder of SpeakUpForBlue.com, marine ecologist, and self-proclaimed oceanpreneur. So anyways, time to get into the news. Let's dive in. So today we're going to talk about something that's not necessarily related to science or conservation, but it has to do with the industry. Rob Stewart was tragically killed in a diving accident back in January. If you don't know who Rob Stewart is, he is a filmmaker, a scientist. He independently shot, produced, and directed Sharkwater, which came out in 2006, which really blew up the shark finning industry. It gave everybody in the public who watched it a real awareness of what was going on with sharks, why sharks were declining so much. It just kind of blew open the shark finning industry that we just didn't really know much about in terms of the public access. So if you never watched Sharkwater, I highly recommend it. Sharkwater was a great film, a great documentary on how shark finning has really functioned over the past 20-30 years and how much of an impact it's had on today's shark population. Rob Stewart continued with his documentary filmmaking throughout his adult career and was recently shooting Sharkwater 2, the sequel, when he tragically died in the diving accident. The way the story goes, and I don't know all the details, essentially he wanted to dive on a ship that was 300 feet below the surface. He got certified on a rebreather apparatus. It was his first time diving open water that wasn't a class. He went with his instructor. They went down, they did 2 dives plus a third, which is apparently you're not supposed to do. Went down on a third dive. When both divers came up, the first diver, the instructor, passed out, had problems with breathing or something was going on, passed out when he got to the surface. The people in the boat jumped in after him, got him to the surface and got him on the boat. When they looked over at Rob, Rob had disappeared. There was a week-long search for Rob. Eventually, divers found him 200 feet below the surface. Unfortunately, obviously, he tragically drowned. People are saying that this may not be an accident. And in fact, the Rob Stewart family has now started a lawsuit against the diving instructor and his company. Now, I did a little research about this, and I found this video that's in the description below, but I can't guarantee that it's the truth. It's someone that's involved in the ocean conservation industry who did a little bit more research on the instructor himself, who sounds a little bit shady. So the Stewart family is suing the instructor in his negligence in the diving trip and the way he handled Rob. Now, of course, like I said, I don't know the details. These are the stories that have come out in the mainstream media of how the incident happened. The fact of the matter is we lost a great advocate for sharks and the ocean in general in a diving accident. By the way, I'd love to know what you think. There's a lot of controversy in this. Some divers thinking that the Stewart family shouldn't sue because Rob Stewart should have known the dangers involved, and other people saying that no, this is really a good thing because hopefully that'll prevent more deaths, which is what the Stewart family is actually saying. They want to prevent more deaths in this case because this happens more often than we think with rebreathers. So I'd love to know what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. And of course, I'd love for you to subscribe to this channel to stay up to date on ocean news and ocean issues and how to conserve and how to implement solutions to live for better oceans. Just subscribe in the link on here and in the link below. Love to hear from you. Thank you very much for listening. I'm Andrew Lewin, founder of SpeakUpForBlue.com. Happy conservation.